Bortles out, Kessler in as starting quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm not a Blake Bortles fan. Many ways to look at it. But last year, he was on fire, semi-fire. Don't forget that the Jaguars almost made the big show. I admit, he's not being protected, and that's huge. He's got receivers that are good, no doubt. However, if they don't catch it, what's he supposed to do? I don't know. I really don't know, being that, I'm not in Jacksonville, but I really don't know what happened to that defense for the Jaguars. The defense, I think, will improve with a few changes here and there. Marone, nice guy. Always jovial and upbeat and joking around. I think that lack of seriousness might become going over to the team. Didn't work now. Didn't work before. Get control of the loudmouth players too on Jacksonville. You can't be yapping your mouth if you're not winning. All that yap and you can't live up to the bravado. The team is failing, and that's not just on one man. Now listen, Kessler may not be the answer, but let's be clear too. Blake was not progressing this year. Yes, the offensive line was beat up, but it seems like this year that the guy can't throw accurate. Not does he have the not that he has the ability, I think, to really look down the field and be confident. He hasn't been doing that this year. You can't win with that type of quarterback. Why did you spend your money for him to play like this? Did you make a decision before you gave him that contract? Did you think about it? You hope, if you're a Jaguar fan, that Kessler will make a difference. And maybe you might be saying to yourself, hey, what do you do next season? Do you get a Bridgewater? Do you do that? Listen, I didn't know about Bridgewater if I was a Jacksonville Jaguar fan. Herbert, Drew Lock, quarterbacks in the draft, and you figure it will be coming out. Some of them have projected as first rounders. With no teams right now ahead of the Jaguars that are looking for a quarterback. Maybe there are 4 to 5 teams in the league looking for the quarterback after this season. It's worth maybe taking a shot on one of them. At least they could throw the ball. But Bridgewater, I don't know. He's a guy, to me, that's still learning to play at an NFL level. Also trying to make a comeback from a horrific injury that kept him out of the game for 2+ years. We've seen what that gets people. Just because he's good in college doesn't necessarily mean it will translate to the NFL. And he really still hasn't done anything in the NFL. Now, Bridgewater, you might say, is a more mobile version of Kessler. You've only seen half a season of Kessler in the NFL as a starter. And he was decent. Only problem you might say is that he was drafted by Cleveland, who has gone through God knows how many starting quarterbacks in the last 20 years. They give up on quarterbacks way too fast. Listen to this. 22nd in the league in both passing yards and passer rating. while his 14 touchdown passes were tied for 26, and his completion percentage was 9th, 65.3. He also had 12 interceptions that year and was invited due to injuries to other notable quarterbacks. I'm referring to Bridgewater's Pro Bowl quarterback year. He has thrown 28 touchdowns and 22 interceptions in 34 career games. Is this the guy to replace Bortles? As I hear some fans say, get Bridgewater. Something to think about. Hope all is well.